First off, your volume pedal obviously is also a wah. You can click that in, and it's a wah. There's actually a little indicator light on the right hand side. When that's blue, it's a wah, and when that's green, it's a volume. Very straightforward there. As you wanted, I got a bunch of effects on right now. When you hit the OneControl button, when this is off right here, no effects. When it's on, lots of effects. Whatever you happen to have turned on. The silencer I currently have on. The way I set this is, you'll be able to, if I turn this off, you can hear there's some noise. Most of that's because I have single coils going on, and actually the majority of that is because I have single coils. But anyway, turn this on. You'll want to do this with your home rig, but I like to turn the threshold as low as I can, where it still reduces, so you can hear comes in there, and set that there. That way it's only clicking on when there's nothing but noise around, and then it's not gonna kill your sustain. Pardon the sloppy playing. On your EQ, something I like to do is I always roll off like this 31 hertz. Anything below 80 hertz is not going to be useful on guitar. And because of that, I kind of boost your 125 a little bit, but obviously you can play around with that all you want. I left everything at unity gain. If you want to use this as a boost, just, you know, add some voice and gain on, and say you want to crank up for a solo, turn it on. But again, entirely up to you. I've set your Triumph pretty mid gain. Overdrive pedals, pretty self-explanatory. With the compressor, I really like to run compressors with this, especially, first of all, I love that you have one with a blend knob, because that lets you preserve some of your uncompressed tone, and then you can kind of drive the sustain really hard. So I like to keep this halfway. I don't like to introduce a lot of tone because this gets kind of noisy. And you already have a 10-band EQ, so why do you need to introduce tone from your compressor? Level-wise, I like to set everything for unity gain, so same volume. Actually, I need to turn that up a little bit. Same volume, on and off. There we go, that's unity gain, sorry. And same thing with your overdrives, so you don't want a dramatic volume jump when you click the overdrive on generally. Sorry if you already know all that. Your tremolo, very self-explanatory. I got it to this deep throbby sound right now. But you can also do this kind of more univibey. Also known as a harmonic tremolo. I have everything really, the depth all the way cranked, so it's kind of exaggerated. Again, unity gain on the volume. So on and off, same volume. Your chorus, just a nice, you can hear it, but it's not overbearing. And obviously your delay and reverb have been on the whole time. It sounds quite lovely. And then again, if you want to bypass everything, you got that. Acoustic simulator happens before all your effects. It's got a nice little built-in reverb, but you probably already know a lot of this, so apologies for the rambling. Obviously, you can turn this on and use all the effects with the acoustic simulator. Your looper. So, I think this is one that might need some explaining. You can start your beat by hitting this button here, right in the top. I have it set to an R&B beat. You can tap your tempo in here. So now we're really ripping. Go back to nice and slow. To record, so you have your drum level, so how loud your drums are, how loud your guitar loops are. To record, you just, first of all, I like to get the drums going first, so you kind of, you know, have the tempo of when to tap in for your loops. But to record, you just hit this. Helps if I have to delay somewhat time to the, let's do this again. Sorry, this is very rambling. I'm going to turn your delay. So I'm actually going to tap the loop to be in sync with the delay there. I don't know if you can hear that, but we'll turn the delay mix up a little bit. So those are now in sync. So now we're going to start the loop again. Same deal. To start, just press it once. So. Hit it again, and you have your little loop. Now if you want to overdub, you'll just hit it another time. Now we got another layer. You can do that as many times as you want. I don't know how big the storage is on this, but I suspect it's pretty big. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. To pause it or stop it, double click. Your drums are going to keep playing, which is not the best, but if you want to clear, hold it down, it'll clear everything. Pretty straightforward. As far as input goes, your IOs, you actually have, let me see if I can get this on the camera. Sorry, man. This is a little weird, but you have your in-out on the side there, very clearly labeled, and that little switch above the power will turn your pedal board on, so you can leave it plugged in all the time if you want. And yeah, I think that's about it. If there's anything I didn't cover, just let me know, but everything works great. Stoked to get this back to you. Should be a fun one. Take care.